going on? What up? What up? How you guys doing? Let some people pull up in here, get a mic check. Oh, you got a Monday off? Nice, dude. Hope you're doing good, bro. Got a lot of things I want to get into. How's everybody doing? Is the volume all right? I tried to make some adjustments to my mic, and hopefully it's not as crackly, but we'll see. A lot of things want to get into talking about this. I know my Raider channel is, predominantly like Raiders, and sounds good. All right, appreciate that. All right, well, I thought about this, if I should even like talk about this stuff with Iran and USA, and a lot of things I'd like to talk about if people wanted to hear. That's why I did the vote thing. Because if people don't want to hear it, I would say I'm not even going to talk about it. But I think it's important. I do, or I wouldn't be talking about it. Appreciate you, D-Menace, man. Listen, I drive to work. It's probably be a little bit long. Apologize, but go back and watch it. I'm gonna give you guys some nuggets. So give you a quick rundown of what the show is going to be looking like. Start off kind of telling a little story, and then get into a lot of different things I want to talk about with this, U.S. and Iran, what I think's going on, But before I do, I want to ask you guys two questions, okay, to marinate on and think about. First question is, has the world ever been at a point in time where there hasn't been a war going on, or a major war? Has the world that we live in, no matter if you go back 50 years, you go back 100 years, or you go back 1,000 years, has there ever been a point in time in history where a major war hasn't been going on? And it's an honest question. I'm not trying to deceive anybody. I'm not trying to get you to like agree with me, but it's an honest question you have to ask, because that's a question I had to ask myself for a lot of years. The stuff I'm going to talk about, I did not hundreds of hours of research, but literally thousands of hours of research on the United States, a lot of corruption, a lot of things like that when I got out of the Army. If you guys don't know, I am Army combat veteran. Infantry was 11 Charlie. Went to Iraq, was out right on the Iran border. We'll get into some of that stuff that I think ties into what's going on with Iran and my, kind of perspective on things. But I did a lot of research, and, throughout my life, I would say, the other question I'll ask is this, is like, are you brainwashed, or have you ever been brainwashed? And if I look at myself, right, like I've been brainwashed at least 4 times, probably 4 times I've been brainwashed. Most of you guys probably have been brainwashed like once or twice. But your brainwashing is so heavy that like you don't even see it. There could be brainwashing on both sides. You could be brainwashed to the point where you're like, America is evil, we're the evil empire, and we need to go down. And then there's the other, where America is great and we don't do anything wrong. And maybe some of you are in the middle, and that's kind of where I am, is like in the middle, but I lean a little more one direction for multiple of reasons. But I have been brainwashed at least, like I'd say 3 to 4 times. Most of you maybe brainwashed once or twice, but your brainwashing is so severe, like you can't see straight, like your head might be so far up your ass, like you don't even know what the fuck you're looking at, but we'll expose some of that on both sides. Okay. And then, all right. So starting out here, I want to tell a little story, and you guys are going to be like, what the hell are you telling this story for? Right. I'm going to tell you something, my childhood. I'm going to let some demons out of the bag coming up here. Stuff that like I don't like talk about. I've like throughout the years, I've may have like, hit on something once or twice. But I do think if you listen to this story, I'll try my best not to be too long-winded. But if you listen to this story, you'll kind of understand some things I'm going to say coming up here. Okay. And I'll try my best. I don't know how hardcore I should be on this. If I can put on the kitten gloves for some of you cats out there, dude. But it's going to be hard for me to not, get a little hardcore as we get into some of this shit. So, but I'll try my best to put on the kitten gloves, because I know there's a lot of soft, people out there or whatever. Not saying everybody, but there is, man. It's just the world we live in, dude. And it's probably by design. People are soft by design, one of the things that, I look at, uh, see if I can find something here. All right, there it is. Give me a second. Share screen. What? Those are cookies, whatever. All right. Whoa. That like. All right, let's see how it looks now. As we get into this, one of the things you guys got to think about is this quote right here. Something I've thought about pretty much since COVID. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Oh, you mother. And weak men create hard times. So this is a cycle. This is like legit. And what period of time are we in right now? All these are cycles, no matter if you go back 5 years, 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. And this is all like a cycle of society. What cycle are we in right now? I would say we are in weak men create hard times. One of these days I'm going to get a t-shirt that says that, because this is as real as it gets. Weak men create hard times. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. So, let's get into this story coming up here. Said, it's been a war since I was a kid. Yeah, facts, bro. And you guys got questions? You want to put stuff? I'll try to, said, nope. I'm assuming you're talking about, have we ever lived in peace? And that's real. It is, dude. It sucks. It's a harsh reality to face. It was hard. It was hard for me to face. So my first brainwashing, I'll tell you, like both my parents, my dad was like the biggest hippie back in the 60s and shit, and peace, man, and that was my first brainwashing, like the hippie, I was a big pothead back in the day, people, if you do that, I mean, you be you, I'm not trying to lecture anybody, but like, I believed in, a lot of that, shit from like my parents and their bullshit that they spewed on us. And, like peace, man, we can all live in peace, man, but like, what did the fucking hippies do, man? Like, really, the hippies might have helped a little bit or somewhat, maybe a lot of bit with like racism and bringing some like equality rights for, African Americans and stuff. But other than that, dude, the hippies didn't do shit. All the protests, all the bullshit they did, it was for no reason, man. And it's kind of fucking funny if you think about it, because the hippies sold out. All they did was smoke weed and do drugs. And they think they had like some big ing, you know what I mean? So my first brainwashing, I was like a hippie, man. I grew up, I was like, I believed in that shit. I thought we could all fucking, sing kumbaya and all get along, until I joined the army. And a harsh fucking reality check. Well, it was before the army, but the army was like the one that unbrainwashed me from a lot of like dumb shit that like my dad tried to spew on me, and I'll be honest, I was the most unpatriotic guy, and I'm still like, I'm patriotic to an extent, but like when I joined the army, I was very unpatriotic. Like I wasn't a patriot, guys. I didn't join to like, oh, I'm going to serve my country and I believe in the war. I was actually one of the few people that was against the war before it even started. When the Iraq war started, I almost got into fist fights with my friends, my best friends, about why we shouldn't be going to fucking war, because my brother was in. I didn't want him to fucking die, So for me, like I didn't believe that bullshit. And when I joined, like I joined because I knew what I was getting into. I didn't join with like I didn't join with this like facade that things were going to be fucking peachy fucking fun. You know what I mean? Like, Arcus, so Pete, can't wait for the breakdown of the Raiders offseason. Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully you're doing good, man. Yeah, I'll be honest. If you guys want Raiders, I'm probably not talk. I have a huge list of Raiders stuff I've been adding up. I was sick this last like week and a half. So haven't had a chance to go live. I'll do another video talking about Raiders stuff. I've been wanting to. I just been sick, dude. And Rebel, I got your thing almost fucking wrapped up. I can't spray anything. I can't spray any lacquer when I'm, dealing with this bullshit. But but stay tuned for that. And then some of you other guys, if you're subscribed, or some people might unsubscribe, but you know what? So be it. Maybe we need a cleansing. So whatever, I'm gonna be dropping down line. Not everybody should be part of. So I'll leave it at that. But if you want to subscribe, then I would say stay tuned. Anyway, so all right, let's go to my childhood. All right. It's like kind of a fucked up thing I really don't like to talk about because it created a lot of anguish in my soul. But I do think because I was trying to think, is there any stories, anything I can tell of like my journey, how I got to this point of what I think about the world and the United States and like a lot of shit, as well as certain ideologies that people think of. So as a kid, we had gone from like, having drive-bys in front of our house, living in Texas, San Antonio, Texas, to, we moved to Montana. And my parents had this like, thing where they thought, we're going to be able to live like peacefully in Montana. And Montana ended up being almost worse than San Antonio, believe it or not. So, like I was a kid, my dad was like pretty fucked up, abusive. My brothers, I have two older brothers. They thought that I needed to be toughened up, and I did. I was kind of a whiny bitch and shit, And so they introduced me to this group of kids to toughen me up. And within that, like you get into a situation and like you don't exactly understand the company you keep. Okay. Some of you are gonna hate me for what I'm gonna tell you, but I'm just gonna be fucking real with you guys and tell you like what happened and what went down. So hang out with these kids, and they were punks, like really fucking hardcore fucking punks, man. Like some of you guys may not understand, like they didn't call themselves a gang, but they were like a fucking gang. Okay. And turned out they were like racist. They were like fucking, like believed in racism, like with all their fucking, beliefs. Although it was funny because they'd listen to rap and Eazy-E and shit, but then they'd, claim shit and they'd say some very abrasive, off the wall, crazy ass shit. And I was never racist. So like I was like a good kid that hung out with these punk kids and like I didn't fit in. I didn't fit in with these motherfuckers, I got picked on, like dude, I got hit by a car from these motherfuckers, dude, and like I flew like 15 feet in the air and like 20 feet in distance. I'm lucky I didn't fucking die. To be honest with you guys, I got fucked up. And I'm hanging out with these punks, and so my mom, here we're gonna start letting some demons out. So my mom dealt weed, both my brothers did. And you might be like, oh, so what? In today's society, people don't care. Back then, like mid-90s and shit, dude, like you were the devil if you smoked weed, let alone if you dealt weed. So we had a constant influx of people, anywhere from like 10 to 15 people rolling in our house per day. My family was the only family there that like hung out with Indians. My dad like wasn't racist, and my dad hated racist motherfuckers, dude. Like he hated racist fucking people with a fucking, like with everything in his body. And so, like my home life was so fucked up that like I hung out with these punk kids just to get away from my fucked up like youth. That like it sounds crazy, but it's fucking, I'm just being real with you guys. And so, these racist motherfuckers, like they didn't like my brothers and they didn't like my family because we hung out with the Indians and some Mexicans and shit, And so like white supremacist motherfuckers, like they don't like fucking people like that, like at all, And, we had a couple black friends here and there, but there wasn't a lot of black people in the town I lived in at the time, and I've had some good black friends as well. Some of my best friends have been Hispanics, like straight up, dude. So anyways, that was one of the issues that created this like beef between my family and this other family. Okay. Now the cops knew my last name and my family in this town of like 50,000 or 30,000 people it was 50,000 people or some shit. I don't fucking remember, but like there was like the police academy fucking training where we lived, and like every cop knew fucking who my family was, and it wasn't good. We had like undercover cops in front of my house, like straight up SUVs with full tinted windows and shit. They tapped our phone lines. Some shit started going fucking like south with my family, and I knew they were cops, dude, So some shit goes down with this family. Well, several things happen with these punk motherfuckers, dude. One, and I don't know the exact order, but I'll just kind of tell you what fucking happened. One, they jumped my oldest brother Eric and they fucking like beat the shit out of him, but my brother Eric like held his own. He was a lot bigger than me and shit. That was like strike one. Strike two, I ditched school one day, take him home, and they fucking stole like a half ounce of weed from my fucking brother. And then three, some shit went down with my mom and her fucking brain disease when she found out, so long I've been dealing with this shit. And these guys were saying some fucked up shit to like, my family outside our apartment building, throwing snowballs at the fucking about my mom and shit, and throwing snowballs at the house. And my brother Joel goes running out, and it's in snow. I broke my thumb. I didn't even have a full cast on because my dad hated doctors and shit. So, and I wasn't even wearing my cast that day because I had like a half cast for my thumb. And we go run outside, and fucking my brother Joel starts beating the shit out of the oldest brother. And then the other two kids are there, and they're like kicking the shit out of my brother Joel. And I can't do shit, dude. I'm like, I don't even have my cast on, dude. How am I like, I want to fight, but like, how the fuck am I going to fight with my fucking thumb being broke, dude? That shit hurt so bad. It took like 6 months, dude, for my thumb to heal. Cause I broke it like right fucking, like right here, dude. Or right there. Anyways. So one of the kids is like kicking my brother in the face, and my dad goes over there, and my dad's like, fucking stop. And then the other kid comes and he fucking kicks my brother in the fucking, like trying to kick him in the face. And my dad turns and he's like, hey, stop, motherfucker. They keep doing this each time. They're like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Finally, my dad grabs one of these little fucking Nazi motherfuckers and he fucking knocks him out. It goes, boom. And that kid looks up and he says, you're fucking dead. He says, you're fucking dead, motherfucker. Next thing you know, we got like, I'm not fucking kidding, guys. You guys don't fucking understand. We got 6 carloads of motherfuckers pull up in front of my fucking house. 6 carloads of these Nazi motherfuckers pull up in front of our fucking house, man. And they all fucking jump out. And it's just it's like shit you'd see in a movie, dude. It's like a full fucking brawl. And so it's all this beef from like jumping my oldest brother to stealing my brother's fucking weed and then fucking this shit, dude. It was like, it had like built up to a fucking boiling point. And then when my dad knocked out fucking one of those motherfuckers, it was on like fucking Donkey Kong. And it created a lot of trauma in my life. I remember that night, my dad stayed up all night long with a sawed-off shotgun, because that's how fucking serious this shit got. And I'm in 8th grade, dude. I'm like, I'm still a kid, dude. Like, kids shouldn't have to fucking deal with this shit. And then maybe it was a couple days or a week. They showed up at my house at night with like fucking 2 carloads of dudes. It was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 people or something. And they showed up and they wanted fucking blood, and they wanted my dad's blood. And they fucking pound on my door, and they're like, you got to come outside right now. And I'm tired of these motherfuckers, dude. The shit that they had done to me. I hate these fucking cocksuckers, And it's funny because at one point, like, I hung out with them. Yeah, they made me tough, but I fucking hated them, dude. And I wasn't fucking racist. Like, that wasn't fucking me, man. And so I grab a Louisville, I grab a baseball bat, and I go around the house. I'm going to fucking just hit the first motherfucker I see. I'm going to take his fucking head off. And my brother Joel, my middle brother, the one that had the weed stole from, he fucking like grab, like I'm running out of the house like this or out of the door, and he grabs the bat. I go flying fucking back. And probably a good thing he did that, but I was going to fucking take that motherfucker's head off. So then he holds me back, like, so I can't go out there. And the situation like got heated, eventually died down because some of those guys were like friends with my family, my dad from years ago, because my parents dealt weed. During some period of time within this, my mom got busted for weed because someone wore a wire in my house by the Missouri River Drug Task Force. There was literally undercover cops kicked my fucking door in. And luckily my brothers and me like didn't go to fucking jail, but my mom did. So that was another fucking pretty crazy thing. So from this, like, the situation is fucked. And this family where I lived and where they lived, like, it wasn't too far. So it got to the point where like I had to like have like a contingency plan. Like, I became friends with the biggest dude in school, and like he had my back. And like, you guys don't understand, this punk family, like they would kick the living shit out of fucking people. A lot of them wrestled, the best wrestlers in the fucking town. All they did was drink and fucking fight. Like that's what they fucking lived for, man. There was no one-on-one fighting with these fucking punks. They would jump you. Like they would take 10 on 1. They didn't care. They have the mentality, you fuck with one, you fuck with all. I'm not saying I agree with that, like, or any of this shit. I'm just telling you guys how it fucking is. Too Short said it best. Get in where you fit in. And if like we are a product of our environment. And that was the environment I grew up in before I moved to Cali. Like my dad was from California, from SoCal and LA and shit, dude. Huntington Beach and Long Beach and shit. But like for me, man, like this was like fucking my upbringing. So like I got to the point where I walked to school and I looked back every 10 feet. It was a natural reaction for me to look back every 10 feet over my shoulder to make sure I was going to get jumped by these punk motherfuckers. And, you know, I had every house memorized that had like a broom or a shovel. I shit you not, in 8th grade, I had the mentality where I literally knew every house that had a weapon I could use to fucking fuck these motherfuckers up if they jump me. I also memorized every tree, like trees that might be like small like this, that have a tree branch I could break off to use a weapon, and also areas I could run if fucking I had to run, you know, because these dudes, I'm telling you, they put people in the hospital and like puddles of blood, dude, like they would fuck people up, man. And the situation got to the point throughout all this beef and shit where, you know, and it's funny because like, you know, my favorite book growing up was the book Outsiders. And this is, if you guys have ever read the book Outsiders, like when you're in elementary school or probably middle school, I guess, like that was my favorite book. And this is like something out of a book or fucking TV, man. So we had a lot of Indian friends, Blackfoot Indians, you know, some of the most loyal motherfuckers, like they're crazy. Like if you have friends that are Indians, they could be good and bad, but like when it comes to fucking, you know, shit's gonna go down, they'll have your fucking back, you know. And so, you know, we had a meeting with them and some other of our friends, and the shit was gonna go down. They were gonna meet at this rock quarry, and my brother and all of our Indian friends were gonna meet there, and they brought all their guns. Like it was gonna be a fucking showdown. And these other fucking racist punk motherfuckers never showed up. They have no problem jumping people and shit, but and it's a good thing because people were gonna fucking die. People were gonna fucking die, and people were gonna go to fucking prison, man. And so, you know, not too long after that, we left. My dad, my middle brother Joel, and because the shit, it was just too fucking heated, man. Like we had to get the fuck out of there. We were like, the cops knew who my family was, especially after they busted my mom and shit, dude. So we left my mom in Montana because her and my dad like had separated and shit, and we fucking boot scoot and boogied, and we went to fucking Cali. And you know, you guys have to understand. You like if you live in California, you may not understand what the fuck I'm talking about, and you're like that would never fucking happen, especially in some little inbred fucking Montana town or something. But the reality is this, guys. Like you could move anywhere in the United States, and it's either like you get in where you fit in, like you are a product of your environment. And so when I left Montana, I was like, I don't want beef with nobody. I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to fucking, you know what I mean? And so I started fresh when I moved to Cali. I was like, I'm not going to get any fights, even if someone's there's times where I probably should have because people would be disrespectful and shit. But like Montana's the kind of place you say, fuck you. It's like, we're going outside. We're fighting right now. You know, California, you move there and it's like, if someone says, fuck you, then they're like, you know, fuck you, man. No, fuck you, you know? And if you get too offended, then you're the bad guy. Montana ain't like that. You call someone a bitch, you're fighting, dude. And people in Montana, like, they're fucking weird, man. Like, I could go back there right now, 20 something, fucking 30 years later, whatever the hell it is. And if they saw me in a bar, like, we would still have fucking beef, you know, like that we would still have fucking beef. They don't forget that shit, man. They're fucking weird. And so, you know, several things happened from that point. One, like I was like, I don't ever want to go back. I'd go back to Montana a couple times here and there, but for the most part, like I didn't even go visit my mom because she lived in Montana, even though she had a brain disease and shit because of all this shit. I'd go back there, I'd see that house that those punks lived in before I joined the army and then a couple times after. But like I used to have nightmares of all this fucking crazy shit, man, even after I left Montana. And so, you know, I thought about it, you know, I thought about settling the score. especially after I got out of the army, you know. But most of those motherfuckers ended up jail or prison or fucking dead. And a bunch of them ended up being fucking turned into fucking meth heads and shit like that. Go figure. But like, you know, I joined the army, I get out, and I'm like, you know, the army taught me to be hardcore. And like when I was younger, I feared them. You know, I did. You know, even though like my brothers and you know, we had Indian friends and shit that had our back, like, you know, I feared these motherfuckers, you know. But after I became fucking hardcore, like, you know, US Army, dude, I was like, I don't fear them. I fear me. I fear what I will fucking do to you, you motherfucker. And I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm just telling you fucking for real. I saw that house and I was like, man, all these motherfuckers are going to have kids and then their kids are going to grow up fucked up and the kids are going to grow up just like those punk motherfuckers. I was like, somebody needs to take him out. And I'm not talking about out for fucking dinner, man. Somebody needs to take him out. Take this waste of fucking life off the existence of this fucking earth. Luckily, through all that, nobody died. Luckily, under the grace of God, I never acted on a lot of emotions I had and fucking feelings I had that fucking to settle the fucking score with these punk motherfuckers, dude. But they are like people like that are the scum of the fucking earth, you know? And it's something you got to keep in mind, guys. Like, you guys might think one way and you might be cool about shit, right? And you may not want to fuck with like all this and that, but there's other people out there that are like truly fucking evil, dude. These kids and these people were truly fucking evil, the shit they did, which is why they ended up in jail and fucking prison. And most of them probably fucking dead. There are people out there that are just as evil, if not more evil, than those punk fucking kids. So keep that in mind. You could pretend like everything, like blaze one for the nation. Let's not ruffle the feathers. Let's not do anything. But guess what? They're preparing for war. And if they catch you fucking slipping, motherfucker, they will fuck you up. They will fuck you up, man. You better not be caught fucking slipping. Fuck no, man. And this is my youth. This is why when I joined the army, a lot of shit was funny to me. Like my dad and how crazy my dad was and shit, dude. Like yelling at us all the time and fucking when the drill sergeants were yelling, I was holding back fucking like laughing my ass off. This shit was funny to me. You know, the physical shit like is where I had to get better, but the mental shit was fucking. I'm like, dude, bro, I don't like, dude, I've been through so much even before I joined my early 20s where I was like, dude, this is cakewalk, man. You know, and it still would be, you know. Now with a family and stuff, I became maybe a little more soft core, you know. I've tried to really tone back my shit. But the main thing you got to understand, we're a product of our environment, and there are evil people out there that don't give a fuck. If you have your head so far up your ass where you think we can all get along and live in fucking peace, you're delusional. You're living a fucking lie, bro. Or if you're a female, like you're living a fucking lie if you think we can all live in fucking peace and harmony. When was the can you think of a time where there wasn't wars going on? Go back to the Roman Empire, you know, go back to any fucking empire. And when you think about it, you're like, fuck, maybe the world has never lived in fucking peace. I can't think of an instance. Can you? I mean, come on, you know? So, you know, under the grace of God, you know, I thought about it. But just understand, I didn't fear them after the army. I feared me because I knew what I would do and they wouldn't see me fucking coming. I'll tell you that right fucking now. But you know what? I had to come to a place in my soul where I'm like, you know what? That's in God's hands. You know what? Whether they fucking stay in jail or prison or whatever. One of those motherfuckers tried to like send me a friend request on like Facebook. I was like, hey, motherfucker, last time I checked, we're not fucking friends at all, bro. I don't know why the fuck you sending me a friend request. I was like, unless you've changed. And he never messaged back after I said, unless you fucking changed. So you know what? Like, you know, and I don't want people like that in my fucking life, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I fucking don't. So I moved to California. I had kind of two groups of friends. had my Mexican friends, love my fucking, Hispanic friends. Some of my best friends were fucking, Hispanic dudes, man. Those are kind of more my hardcore friends. And then I had like my other friends who were, like not nearly as hardcore, I guess, So I always had kind of two groups I could bounce from, but when my friends in California, they weren't racist though. Like I would tell people stories here and there, like sometimes, my California friends, and they thought I was crazy. They're like, no way that happened, they'd be laughing and shit. So I guess I scared everybody away. Got like one person now. Appreciate you, Paul. How you doing, bro? Bugs Raider, what up? What up? Hope you guys doing good. Meth heads, and yeah, it's crazy, bro. When you see a few melons get popped, it changes you. Yeah. Shit's fucking gets real, man. So hopefully soon now we'll have to announce the whole coaching staff. Yeah, facts, bro. Said I do. I'm in Texas. Yeah, Texas has some hardcore fucking neighborhoods, bro. I fucking seen it. Dude. We had drive-bys in front of my house. Like literally, cops told us put your fucking family on the floor in the back of the house. My uncle flew rebel flag in his yard my whole childhood, and my dad told me to be and never be racist. Yeah, facts, man. So, yeah, facts, bro. So, all right. So there's a little history, right? You can hate me for it, but I'm just being honest with you guys, okay? And there's a context to this. There's certain people that have an ideology or a way of thinking, okay, that is always like their way of thinking is always going to be to a point where they don't give a fuck about you, man. They don't give a fuck if you're left, if you're right. Like some of these motherfuckers, like it's more of a matter of fucking like you're just an American, and you know what I mean? Like they don't give a fuck. They don't care if you're a chick with a dick or wishes she had a dick, right? Like, I mean, they just don't, man. And so, if anything, that'd be like, I don't know, man. We literally historic times. This is going to be historic. We'll talk about for is fuck around, find out times of our lives on a lot of these motherfuckers who are running their mouth and not equipped for fight. They're about to be in a rude for awakening. No facts, man. Remember, we're in the weak men create fucking good times. We're in that era. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's talk a little bit leading up into the army. I'm going to talk about what happened to me in Iraq. Okay. And then I'll sum it up with, stuff going on in the world. All right. So I joined the army, right? Early 20s, the physical part, took a while for my body to get in shape. But once my body was in tune, like I was pretty hoo about all that shit. So, so we deploy, we go to Iraq. Let's start with that. Okay. And, and like my views and stuff is long before any of this shit happened. You guys got to understand this. Like I did research. Okay. When I got out of the army, a lot, like not hundreds, thousands of hours of research about America's corruption and all this shit. And, and some of that I'll try to get into, but let's I'll try my best to leave it in the kind of the timeline factor. All right. So I'll pull up a screen here. I'm gonna show you where I was at in Iraq. Okay. All right. So Kirkuk right here used to be called Fob Caldwell. They switched the name. Why? I don't fucking know. But they did. So you can see it right there. It's right by Bakaba. And then the Fob Warhorse, I believe it was up here. I don't know why they didn't list the other ones, but Fob Warhorse right here. And then these mountain ranges over here. This is all like Iran. Okay, I'll show you in this other one. It's a little bit better. All right. So Bakaba, there you see it right there. So where we were about 7 to 10 miles from the Iran border right here. Okay. And then Fob Warhorse, I believe, was up here. If you don't know, this Diyala province was called I think it was like the Devil's Triangle. So this whole area, the Diyala that dropped down into Baghdad and then all the way to the Iran border, like this was a really bad area. And so we go in Iraq, And like I had no like hesitation of what we were getting into. I knew shit was probably going to be fucking bad, but like we go in Iraq and our mission essentially, it's probably been enough time. I'll tell you guys like exactly what our mission was. Our mission was to flush out insurgents from like Baqaba to then south, like down fucking here, right along the Iran border. This whole area, right in here, was supposed to be a safe haven for insurgents. Like you guys, like we knew going in. We knew going in that like shit was gonna get bad. Like we knew going in that a lot of the fucking people coming over the border from Iran. We knew the bombs, the training, like we knew a lot of this shit was fucking coming from Iran. Like this wasn't like a fucking anomaly to us. I don't know how like all of a sudden now it's an anomaly to people, but we knew like all of our mission right here was because motherfuckers were coming over from Iran, And so like we got there, we get there, we're there for a month or so, like we leave our area of operation, we have to go up here and forget exactly where it was, but it was where Fob Warhorse was, and our mission was part of flushing out Balad, I think it was. It was a big mission in Balad, and like we stayed up here. We left our area of operation for 28 days. We come back and we're like supposed to pick up where we left off. And this is how we lost like 13 vehicles in less than a month. And one soldier burned to death. Well, no, it was more than that. But like our troop, we lost one soldier. The captain for Fox Troop fucking died, and then our XO, our lieutenant, got promoted to fucking captain, and he got whacked in a house IED, and like I looked at these dudes, man, and like I just like I knew, man, like I knew they were fucking like from the Iraqi police to Iraqi army. I didn't trust none of those motherfuckers, guys. Like they're two-faced, man. You could see it in their fucking face, just like those racist motherfuckers I grew up with. You could see it. And you guys got to understand this. Iran, not all Muslims, but extreme Islam is fucked. It's in their culture to lie and to be deceitful, like straight up, guys. You guys don't like bartering. It's in their culture to actually barter. Like they actually want you to barter with them on the price of something, and they actually get kind of offended or some bullshit if like you don't barter with them. But like when we were dealing with the Iraqi army and the Iraqi police, like that lieutenant who got promoted to captain that fucking died, dude, that lieutenant was the last dude that said anything to me when I left Iraq, and he got fucking whacked, dude. Who the fuck you think took him out? It was the Iraqi army and the Iraqi police who were fucking getting like all these insurgents. A lot of them were from Iran. I knew this when I was there, and I knew this when I got out. I knew this long before Trump even thought about running for fucking president. The motherfuckers that were killing us was those Iranian cocksucker motherfuckers. I knew it the whole fucking time, and most of us fucking did. You had to be a moron not to know what was fucking going down. Some of you motherfuckers just don't know. You guys open up your fucking cocksucker mouth. You got no fucking idea because you have the balls to put your fucking boots on the ground. You guys all want to go to war. You guys all want to do this. You have the balls to fucking join. You want to be part of our country? Bleed with us. Earn your fucking freedom, motherfucker. People come over here. This is fucking crazy, guys. And I'm not even the most patriotic guy. I'm fucking not. People come over here and they can say like, they're American, or they could just come over here and fucking, and then they can burn our fucking flag. You guys think that we have it rough in America? Go burn an Iranian flag in Iran. See what the fuck they do to you. They will hang you from the fucking bridge and not think twice, motherfucker. Go burn a China flag in China and see what the fuck they do to you. Go burn a Russian flag in Russia, see what the fuck they do to you. Go burn a Korea flag in Korea, see what the fuck they do to you. Iranians will fucking kill you if you're a woman if you refuse to wear your fucking headdress, bro. Like, you guys don't fucking understand. These motherfuckers aren't fucking around. You can fucking, ooh, let's fucking blaze one for the nation. Peace, man. You're living a fucking delusion, bro. This is not reality. You are not living in fucking reality. They don't give a fuck about you. And as much fucked up shit as America is, to think that you can fucking come here and push your socialism and your communism on us and burn our fucking flag and you won't bleed for us for your freedom? What about my grandfather who fought in World War II? What about your grandparents or great parents? The reason why you have that fucking freedom is because all the Americans that died in fucking World War II. And what the fuck would we be if our grandparents didn't win World War II so you could be some fucking titty baby? Those motherfuckers sacrificed everything. We would be speaking German and be ran under fucking Hitler had it not been for your fucking grandparents or grandparents. They had it way fucking worse. Leading up to World War II, what happened? Oh, we'll stay out of the war. Everything will be fucking fine. Until Pearl Harbor fucking happened. And then what the fuck? Chamberlain, those fucking Brit motherfuckers. Chamberlain was like a little fucking bitch about the whole thing. Comes back, you know, he's like, oh, I got this fucking peace treaty with Hitler. That worked out fucking great, didn't it? That worked out real great, that peace treaty. It wasn't until fucking Winston Churchill came in and he was like, hey, I'll fuck these motherfuckers up. And he was an asshole. He was a prick. And people say he was a like Zionist and Nazi. I don't give a fuck what you want to call him. Had it not been for Winston Churchill and then us teaming up, we'd all be fucked, guys. We'd either be speaking Russian or fucking German. That's the reality. You cannot like it. You cannot like the corruption. The reality is you're the fucking riding coattails of what your grandparents did for your fucking freedom. So you want to come here and you want to run your fucking mouth. I'm not even saying America's right for a lot of our shit. But you can burn a flag here and say fucking free Palestine, which is fucked up. A lot of the shit. It's a lose-lose situation, guys. All wars are evil. All wars are wrong. There's no real fucking winner no matter what. But the other reality is it's a lot better here than fucking over there. And if we're evil, we're the less of the evil. You just want me to fucking hit the nail on the head? We're a necessary evil. And that's fucked up. And remember, I said I've been brainwashed several times. I told you the first brainwashing. As a kid, hippie, peace, man. I joined the army. I get unbrainwashed from that and then re-brainwashed. I was pretty, I became patriotic. A lot of it had to do with our grandparents and what the fucking our soldiers did in World War II. You go to the infantry museum in Fort Benning, Georgia, and you'll see what the fuck those guys sacrificed. And I'll tell you what, those guys had it fucking rough. We got it so easy compared to those motherfuckers, dude. So easy. And I'll get an update on my phone. So, I get out of the army. Just keep in mind, I knew the entire time it was Iran fucking blowing us up. Okay? We got our shit fucking rocked, man, by those fucking cocksuckers. And I'll be honest, I thought the entire time we should have been at war with Iran. I was like, let's go across we're right there. I'm like, the border's right there. Let's just go right there and start fucking these motherfuckers up, man. But obviously we couldn't. If there was anybody we should have been at war with, it wasn't Iraq or Afghanistan. It should have been fucking Iran. I get out of the army and I have questions. I have a lot of questions, man. I'm like, the fuck did we fight for, dude? Like, I start doing research, thousands of hours of research, everything from the Illuminati to the fucking, there's Freemasons to fucking, all the wars and how they're all corrupt. And there was one thing that came back where like America is evil. But then as I did more research, like thousands of hours of research, trying to dissect everything, I'm like, oh yeah, America is evil. We're the evil empire. Everybody that did these documentaries and everything, they had one fucking agenda. They only told one side of the fucking story, guys. And I'm not saying our history books are correct, but I'm telling you, the pure anti-American shit that says we're all the fucking evil bad guys only tell one side of the fucking story. They tell you a half truth, or they leave out important fucking shit, guys. And that pisses me off, because I've always, my dad, a lot of things, I don't agree with him. He taught me one thing: there's your truth, their truth, but the real truth is somewhere in the middle. And a lot of these videos tell a half truth, or they'll have opinions that they will try to put into actual facts to prove their fucking point. And then it gets to the point, how many of these videos that are extreme, pure anti-American, I'm not even saying they got to be pro-American, right? But pure anti-American, you know, how many of these are actually funded by fucking Russia, China, or somebody that wants your death and destruction? How many of these people, everybody or almost everybody, has a fucking agenda, whether you're left, whether you're right? Like, it could be the stock market, you know, like you have, you're invested in, you know, a drug stock, you know, of course you're going to be like, oh, drugs are good for people because you have a financial interest. Almost everybody falls in these categories where they have some sort of fucking sideshow Bob fucking agenda, guys. That's the truth. And I'm watching these videos, and it made me very anti-American. And I'm believing these videos. And as time, the more I watched it, the more I had disdain for the shit where I said, it's a truth. And there might be a lot of truth within this video and facts, but there's also shit missing out of it that is not telling the other side of the fucking story. And that I have a fucking problem with. So again, how many of you are brainwashed, and how many times have you been brainwashed? Because I became very anti-American. I felt like the whole mission and what we did in Iraq was wrong and evil and shit. I felt like everything America stood for was evil and wrong. But then I came to another conclusion. And this is my unfucking of the fucking of everything. I realized everybody's evil. Every country's evil. Every country has a fucking agenda. Every politician, left, right, they're all fucked, man. They're all evil. They're all fucking wrong. Nobody's fucking right. Nobody wins in a war. There's all these quotes. You guys play Call of Duty and shit, and there's all these quotes. No war is a fucking good war and all this shit, dude. Yeah, that's for a reason. Like, the people that have seen shit and done shit, they know, and they don't want to fucking go there because they know how fucking terrible it is, guys. Nobody should be like, oh yeah, let's go to war. This is fucking great. It's not. And it's not like the fucking video games or the fucking movies, guys. It's not. So it's like, so like, what do you do if you realize like it's a lose-lose situation? What the fuck do you do? What do we do? And it is, you know, be honest with you, the depressing fucking truth and reality, nobody wins. Nobody's really right. Nobody's 100% wrong. Nobody's 100% right. But is there less of two evils? Something when I was deployed, I asked myself, what makes us different from our enemies? And is there a difference between us and our enemies? I struggled with that question while I was in the Army and after the Army. Is there a difference between us and our enemies? And like, there was a quote in Batman, one of the Batman movies with Christian Bale, where it's like, you know, you're the hero, you live long enough, you become the villain or something like that. Kind of made me think of that saying in that movie. But it's kind of true. Where sometimes, like, when you're in war and shit, eventually, like, even if you start out being the good guy, like, you actually become the bad guy. It's like an enemy of my enemy is my friend, which is like, you know, the whole like Iran fucking shit, you know, like, we created that vacuum in Iraq. Yeah, we did. And so, and you can do research on Sunni Shia and all that. I'm not going to fucking go in and explain it, dude. It's too complicated to take too long. But like, you know, America became the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We created unity of the fucking like hardcore Islamist. We created unity within their fucking, you know, shit, their cult, because we became the common enemy for them. And it's true. And so, but, you know, I asked that question, is there a difference between us and our enemy? And I struggled with it. It was something that mentally kind of fucked me up. Here's the reality. We weren't putting bombs on fucking women, dude. We weren't putting bombs on little kids. And before I deployed mentally, that was the hardest thing for me. Am I going to have to kill a mother that might have an ID vest on it if it comes down to it? Am I going to have to kill a little fucking kid wearing an ID vest? And this is before I had kids, but that was the last thing I prayed to God. I said, God, please don't put me in that situation where I got to take out a fucking kid. Because you got to live with that shit, man. But I'll tell you what, the lead up to Iraq, they had so many briefings. Now, is there some bad actors, that may have went off the wall and some innocent people died? Yeah, dude, it's fucking war. And I'm not excusing innocent people dying, but like for the mass majority of us that served, guys, some Americans have this skewed fucking like manipulated opinion that we all just went out like Rambo killing fucking women and children. That's not fucking true. We had so many meetings leading up to our deployment about what's called ROE, rules of engagement. And most of us followed the rules of engagement. You know what the rules of engagement were, guys? You have to have identification of the enemy with a rifle in their hand, and you have to physically see them pull the fucking trigger. That's what the rules of engagement were. Guess what? You're fucking smoked. If you see somebody and I fucking Haji motherfucker with a gun in his hand and he's pulling the trigger, you're already fucking done, dude. You know how many soldiers we lost because we followed the rules of engagement, you dumb fucks? You piece of shit motherfuckers that want to like act like me and everybody that served my fucking country is evil or did something wrong. We followed the rules of engagement because we knew we were going to end up in prison if we fucked up. Almost all of us followed the rules of engagement to the point where it cost us American fucking lives. So yeah, that's what's different between us and our fucking enemy. There has to be a difference. Otherwise, you're just as evil or as fucked up as your enemy. Now, have innocent people died in bombing attacks? Yes, but that's out of my fucking control. What I can control is this right here. That's my fucking trigger finger. Do I take you out or do I let you fucking live, motherfucker? And there's a couple times motherfucker was lucky fucking I waxed his ass. And you may not like this, but if I had to take out a fucking kid, if it's me and my soldiers or him, you're going bye-bye, motherfucker. I'd wax that motherfucker too. That's war. That's the mindset motherfuckers have to have. And when these guys are cutting off fucking heads, killing their own fucking people, what the fuck you think? The fuck you think their fucking ideology is? Because that's what we're fighting against. This is a war of fucking principalities and an ideology. And that's the word. That's the worst enemy you can fucking have is somebody that really fucking believes in their fucking blood. Like, you may not be patriotic. You may not believe in America, but that motherfucker will chop off your fucking head and not give fucking two shits. You better not fucking hesitate, and you better know what enemy you're up against. Because they believe this shit through all their fucking... You don't have to be Christian for them to want to fucking cut your head off, dude. Right? Like, you don't have to believe what I believe. They fucking hate you, and they want you to die fucking slow. It's in their culture to be two-faced and to be fucking liars, guys. You guys are so fucking brainwashed, you can't even fucking see straight. Hopefully you can unfuck yourself by me sharing some fucking stories or some shit with you so you understand what the fuck we're dealing with. I'm not saying all Muslims are bad. I'm not. But extreme jihadist motherfuckers, think about it, how fucked up of a human being you have to put an IED vest on your wife or a child or your own fucking child, dude. In the name of Allah Akbar, like, dude, what the fuck, man? You got to be a pretty fucked up human being, not to mention
How big of a fucking piece of shit you got to be to chop off another human being's head? You think we're doing that in a fucking America? Am I saying we're 100% right? No. But we're not that. And some of you motherfuckers try to make us to be that, and we're not. We could be. We could kill every motherfucker in there. You want us to be Rambo and go, dude? We fucking could. Make no mistake. We are trained. We could kill every motherfucker out there. That's not what we fucking did. We had rules of engagement, and we were fucking trained as such. And some of you fucking brainwashed communist motherfuckers have tried to make us out to be like we're them, and we're not. We have fucking integrity. And we cared for them people. We bought into the mission. We tried to help them. We fucking did, guys. Those extremists didn't want schools. They don't want these kids to have schools, dude. They don't want women to have fucking rights. We went in there to fucking help them, and we did everything we could. Did we fail? I guess fucking so, obviously. But we tried. We didn't give up until fucking the very end, but we fucking tried, guys. We tried like fucking hell. Any of my brothers that fucking served, you should fucking rest your head on your pillow at night knowing that you did everything you could. And you're not the fucking enemy. You're not. So what does all this have to do with? What does all this have to do with? Well, Iran wants to return the fucking Middle East to Persian Empire. For one, yes, Iran wants the Persian Empire back. 2, Russia wants to return the USSR back to fucking, and I'm not even like, there's a lot of fucked up shit we've done with Russia and shit, right? But Putin and Russia does want to return the USSR back. And then you got China, the great fucking imperial empire, whatever the fuck they called that dumbass shit. China wants to return the great fucking Chinese fucking empire, which is why, like, they don't call it Middle East, guys. They call it East Asia. They call that area East Asia. That's how much they believe in this shit. Some of you, all you got to do is pull your head out of your ass and wake the fuck up. I'll try to help you, man. I'll try to help you if I can. So back in like 2008, back in 2008, I was like, I told guys on long before BRICS. This is before BRICS was a thing. I told people I was in the army with, I said, look, guys, if we ever get to a point where our enemies of Russia, China, and Iran team up against us, we're in big fucking trouble. We're in big, and because like a lot of Americans are very arrogant. They're like, I'm American, nobody can fuck with us. And I was like, whoa, dude, I don't know about that. If our enemies like Russia, China, and fucking Iran team up together, like we might be fucked. Oh, and North Korea, we might be in deep fucking shit, guys. And so, like, the other thing about this and about America, people ask, like, what was combat like for me and shit, dude? The reality is this, man. Like, you guys here in the United States and your white picket fences and your fucking fake ass lives, this isn't reality, guys. It's not. You know what's real? Combat. Because it's life or death. It doesn't matter what you believe or what you think or anything else. People can live back here stateside thinking everything's going to be fucking, I just can fucking, everything can be a fucking, hey, let's play some video games. Yay, everything's going to be cool. You guys have the freedom that you fucking have, even if it was an unjustified war like Vietnam. I mean, look at just since World War II, right? I mean, what wars do we have? The Korean War after World War II, right? Vietnam War, the Cold War, right? The Gulf War. I mean, Iraq War, Afghanistan War. Look at all these wars. What if I told you a lot of what you guys believe is a lie? You guys are living a lie. You guys want, the reality is this. You want your white picket fences, you want your running water, you want your toilets, you want your warm water, your fucking hot water on demand bullshit. Guess what it takes? It takes America being one of the top dogs, if not the top dog. For you to live what we call freedom, for you to live your little brainwashed fucking life, what if I told you we have to bring the war to the enemies so the enemies don't bring the war here? What if I told you that harsh reality? What would you say? If we don't bring the fight to them, they will bring the fight to us. I truly believe that. I didn't at one point. Remember, I was like a hippie. And I hate war. Like, I don't want anybody to fucking die. But while you guys are sitting here in your fucking brainwashed lives, our enemies are preparing. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not, dumb fuck. They are preparing. They're preparing to fucking kill you. Some of you need a harsh fucking dose of reality, get kicked in the fucking nuts. While you're fucking blazing your life away, getting high, blaze one for the nation, they're preparing to fucking kill you, you dumb fuck. Wake the fuck up. They don't give a fuck, man. Just like those punk kids, they don't fucking care. Just because you're fucking stupid doesn't mean they are. They will do whatever it takes to fucking destroy you. And if you don't fucking see that, you'll wake the fuck up. You're fucking delusional, and it's time to take a fucking sweet smell of reality. Because what we live in isn't fucking real, motherfucker. Motherfuckers have to die so you have that running water, you dipshit. Motherfuckers have to sacrifice their marriages, everything, so you sit your fat ass on that fucking white porcelain toilet. That's freedom, and it's not fucking free. Everybody has to fucking go to war so you have your dumbass freedom. Otherwise, the bombs are going to be hitting stateside, you dumb fucks. And that's as real as it fucking gets. You guys can't handle hardcore. Bunch of fucking pussies, man. Fuck that shit. Wake the fuck up, man. Iran, Russia, China, they are preparing. They've been preparing. They don't fucking care. And it's a lose-lose situation. So what the fuck do? You're damned if you do. You're damned if you fucking don't. Welcome to fucking fuck you reality. Welcome to my fucking life. Like I said, most you brainwash this way or brainwash this way, I'm going to unfuck you. I'll get you fucking straight. I don't want war. I don't want people to die. But I'm telling you, they will not fucking stop. Because they believe it within their ideology and everything, guys. They won't fucking stop. I knew long before Trump wanted to be president, even the first time, that I knew this before he even, I'm talking like prior to 2016. I knew the one person you got to worry about, the one country, you got to worry about if they get a fucking nuke is Iran. Because they believe in fucking killing us with everything, dude. They don't say death to America for no fucking reason. I seen it. We had guys fucking die because of them cocksuckers. I have to deal with this shit every day of my fucking life. And yeah, my son's 14. My son may have to go fucking fight these same cocksuckers again. I will go back in if that's what it fucking takes. And if I go back in, guess what? I'll lose my wife and my fucking kids. Will grow up without a fucking dad. But I'll fucking do it. If I have to do it because you guys are too big of fucking pussies, I'll fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. You know, I had a customer who's high up on the food chain, did 20 plus years, and now he's a civilian contractor. I shouldn't tell you guys this, but I'll tell you. I don't want to believe it either. He's high up, as a civilian contractor now for the military, and they do military drills. As I'm working on his place, getting wrapped up, he tells me, you know, they do like these simulation things or whatever. That's above my pay grade, but whatever, like kind of give you the gist of it. And he tells me that they did like these war games simulations against China, and that America, you know, like no matter how many times they did these simulations and shit, that we never were able to win against China. And like, I don't give a fuck about China, dude. I don't. Like, dude, I was in Iraq, but like, you know, I really don't. Like, I want nothing to fucking do with China. But does China want something to do with us? Look at everything China has done, man. Like, I fucking, like, I hate it, guys. I fucking do. Look at the BRICS nations, man. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE. There's like 2 or 3 in there we got to worry about. We got to worry about India. We got to worry about Saudi Arabia, who recently joined, and then possibly the UAE. You know, Russia, China, Iran, that's enough within itself. You know, hopefully India doesn't fucking join that shit. But then you got to look at, like, what is China's Belt Road Initiative? Massive $1 trillion global infrastructure development strategy. It aims to boost trade and strengthen Beijing's economic influence by connecting Asia, Europe, Africa, and beyond the vast network of railways, pipelines, ports, and highways, which is the Silk Road, is what they call it. And I don't even think this one's up to date, but give you a quick kind of overview here so you can see like what they're doing, where essentially they're trying to make it where like China has access to, you know, yeah, this one is not very good. Hold on. I think this one's a little better. Where like, you know, China, they want like pipelines and roads all the way to Moscow, dude. And like from Iran to China, like, you know, like they're, you know, going through India, where the fuck India is somewhere over here. Like, and you might be like, who fucking cares, dude? Well, China fucking cares. You know who else cares? The BRICS nations. Dude, you guys, you know, you guys can be like me and not really care, and that's fine. But these guys care. These guys care about the Belt and Road Initiative. These guys care about China. China cares about all this shit. Like, they fucking care. China, and they're like, you know, these islands they've been making out in the South China Sea and shit, dude. Like, they are preparing, guys. I don't want to believe it either. I did research on it. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, really? Like, this is going to be a fucking thing, dude. We may have to fight China, man. And like, let's think about China, dude. Like, we saved them motherfuckers, dude. When after war, like during World War II, when like we fucking fucked up Japan, had we not fucked Japan, probably would have overtaken China, dude. Japan was fucking China's shit up, dude. China was almost a third world country during World War II. We fucking saved China, bro. And they're turning our back on us. So China's preparing for World War. Iran's preparing for World War. And Russia's preparing for World War, guys. It don't matter if you like it or not. They fucking are. They just are, guys. They've been doing it for years. So back to this, you know, dude that's did this, like, you know, retired from the military, and you know, doing these like war game simulations, saying we can't, you know, beat China. And no matter, and he was scared. Like, I could tell. He didn't tell me he was scared, but he was like depressed. He's like, no matter what we did, like none of the simulations could we beat like a one-on-one war with China. Let alone if you throw in like Russia, Iran, all these other motherfuckers. And here's what I told him. I said, and like, I'm not reading books about this, guys. To me, it's just, you know, he's all right. He was Air Force. I'm Army. I think about things differently, right? Like flanking and stuff like that. I told him, I said, I hate to say this to you, and I don't even want this, guys. I don't. But here's what I told him. I said, yeah, if you fight them on their home turf, we're at a huge disadvantage. I said, you guys got to figure out, because this is a real thing. We're really worried about China and Taiwan and fucking war with fucking China. It's a thing. It's not like me just coming up with it. It's fucking real. I don't want to admit it either, because I don't want to fuck with China. I don't. Just go fucking do your thing. Leave us the fuck alone, you know? But it's a thing. And here's what I told them. I said, you guys got to create a proxy war somewhere else that can distract China. I hate to say it. I told him, I said, I hate to say this to you, but you got to create a situation where China's either directly involved or indirectly involved, but you got to pull China's resources from China to make them involved somewhere else, and then we got a fucking chance. So there's several things about this Iran shit that pisses me off, okay? One, we had our foot on their, like, we had our foot on their fucking throat, man. Back in the 12-day war, we could have finished them off, dude. Mortal Kombat style. Finish him. You know? We could, like, we gave them a chance. We're like, hey, you know what? We'll give you a shot, man. These motherfuckers are so two-faced and they're liars. I know that firsthand from my boots on the ground. You can't trust them, dude. Iran will lead us on and on and on like they've done for years, saying they want to negotiate, but they really don't. It's a tactic, you guys. They're not stupid. Just because they wear sandals or whatever the fuck and dresses doesn't mean these guys are fucking dumb. They dragged us along. Why? Because they were getting weapons from China and Russia these last 4, 5, or 6 months, whatever the fuck it is. This entire time since we first invaded Iran and with Israel in the 12-day war, Iran has been rebuilding their shit and they've been getting resupplied. There's been like 17 to 18 planes, big cargo planes that have came from China. China's giving Iran weapons. They're all in the BRICS nations, dude. Like everybody that, like, you know, and I used to be like, I still am, but like I used to be very anti-globalist. I used to be very anti-central bankers, you know, and there's a lot of bad things about globalism. There's also a lot of good things that we've benefited from globalism, whether you want to admit it or not. But the point is this. During these last months, what do you think Iran has been doing? They've been setting up their proxy armies of where they would attack, what military bases they would attack, and transporting like munitions and bombs for that situation, you guys. They're ready for this. They were just dragging us along. They were never going to negotiate with us, guys. That's not who they are. And you're fucking delusional if you think that's who they are or what they would do. They needed time to put their troops into place. We got drugged along, dude. And maybe we didn't, because maybe also at the same time, we saw where they were putting the weapons at. Maybe we knew the entire time, oh, they're moving the missiles they're getting from China, they're moving them here. There's also a war game simulation about all this, as we can see our firepower versus China. Instead of going to direct war with China, let's let Iran get these weapons from China and Russia, and let's see how our weapons do against theirs. It sounds terrible. It sounds fucked up. I know it does. But there is that aspect of like, hey, we don't know if we can even hold up against China. Let's see if we fight somebody smaller like Iran, and let's see, because then you have lessons that you learn from these missions and how their like China's weapons do and what we need to combat their fucking weapons. It's like a pre-World War situation. And don't get me wrong, if we go into World War, we're all fucked. Like, we're all fucking dead anyways. Right? Like, who wants to survive a fucking, you know, a nuclear holocaust? Holy fuck, man. So Burn Bond, Country Raider, dude, shout out to you, man. I've been on 19 years, probably gonna retire 22 years after I get back from Korea. Nice, bro. Enjoy it, man. You should, bro. Fucking, you sacrifice way too much, man. Too long ago from here. Now I have to go to Korea fucking summer. Oh, fuck, man. 2 years in Korea? I thought that shit used to be like 12 months or something, man. All right, give me a quick minute. I'm
I just got to fucking go take a leak real quick. So give me a minute and then we'll finish this up. Don't go anywhere. In like 2 minutes. All right, lost some I knew we would. I'm rock good old what? Copenhagen, nice. I don't smoke cigarettes in the house, but I almost wish I had. Even though I don't chew, I wish I had one right now. Sorry, bro. I know. It's got changed years in August. What the fuck, bro? You guys think about this, man. You can hate me. I don't fucking care. People can unsubscribe to me, dude. I don't care. Like, think about this, bro. This dude serves his fucking country, right? I don't know Bourbon County Raider, but shout out to you, bro. Much respect, dude. And thank you for your, like, the ultimate sacrifice, you know. Somebody gets back. Where was it at? He just got back from Europe not that long ago, and now he's got to go to Korea for 2 fucking years. You guys, like, you guys have all this freedom, right? Like, guys in the army, special army dude, like military dude, like they'll deploy somewhere and they'll come back, and it's like it could be 3 months or 6 months, sometimes a month, and then boom, they got to deploy again. When we were in Iraq, dude, it was like deployment after deployment after fucking deployment. It's one of the reasons I was like, it fucked my marriage up so bad at the time. I was like, I can't do this to another wife, you know? And honestly, that's the only thing preventing me from going in. For the most part, like, I don't like being a fucking civilian. I fucking hate people, dude. Most of you guys are fucking cocksuckers, had no fucking integrity, fucking pieces of shit, man. Like, I survive, I fit in because I have to, because I got a family. If I have a wife and kids, I would have been back a fucking year ago. Now that they've changed the military back to hopefully being more hardcore. Because I wasn't going to serve under that fucking bullshit. Fucking, it's ridiculous bullshit, dude. And they're still some of it's still bullshit. So, take care of yourself, Bourbon, man. And this is the kind of shit that costs people their fucking marriage, bro. Like, they sacrifice everything, bro. 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, 2008, 2012. Think about that, dude. Like, the people that want to hate this fucking country, think about what that motherfucker sacrificed. You know how many times, dude, like, it sacrifices your marriage? Like, you don't have a fucking choice, bro. Your wife, like, he leaves that long away from your wife, dude, like, and she ain't gonna fucking leave. And that happens with, like, almost all of us, dude. They'd be like, oh, Marines are hardcore. They're doing, like, Marines were doing 3 to 6 month fucking deployments, man. Like, almost all the Army guys were doing 12 and 15-month deployments. Oh, so they're more hardcore doing a fucking softcore 6-month fucking deployment? The fuck out of here. Dude, Army guys, we could do 6 months with our fucking eyes closed. Your basic training might be a little harder than ours or whatever, but you guys, it's not the fucking same, guys. I try to have military respect, but, like, when we have to sacrifice that fucking much, you guys don't fucking understand. And the disrespect, I'm not saying you got to be the most patriotic motherfucker out there, but the disrespect that you guys don't know what fucking sacrifice guys like him, my brother, and myself, and everybody else does so you guys can have your white porcelain toilets, hot running fucking water on demand. You guys got no fucking idea.
You guys live in a fictitious, fake-ass fucking world. And like I said before, the reality is this. If we don't bring the fight to our enemies, and my brother who served, he did more, like 3 tours. He was in a lot longer than I was. He doesn't agree with me. He's more on the America, everything we do is evil. You know what I came to the conclusion of after doing thousands of hours of research? We might be evil. We're a necessary evil. And we're the less of 2 evils. What if us attacking Iran does prevent nuclear holocaust? What if us attacking Iran helps actually prevent World War III? Is it possible that us doing that, now China is distracted from maybe invading Taiwan? They might still do it, but at least they got their hands a little full. What's going to be the backlash from us attacking Iran? They're in the BRICS nations, guys. The BRICS. If you look at the lead up to World War II, what was it? It was us, and it was fucking Hitler, Italy, and fucking, Russia, who, turned their back on them, and Japan, but like it was the separation of world powers. Today is no different. It's not. The BRICS nations, you guys. You don't have to like me. You can think I'm lying to you, but you need a harsh dose of reality. These guys don't fucking care. I hope you understand that. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to want it. But they don't fucking care. Hold on, let me try to close this out. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, United Arabs, whatever the fuck, UAE. That's it, man. It's them versus the globalist. United States. I mean, who's our allies? United States, Canada, Australia. How many of our NATO fucking allies can we even trust? Waking up to the harsh reality that you come to the conclusion that sometimes war is necessary and that's an unnecessary evil so you can live your fake ass life with your white picket fence. It sucks. I'll be honest with you. It makes me want to throw up in my fucking mouth because it is evil, but it's a necessary evil because the flip side to this would be a whole lot fucking worse. I'm not pro-Putin. I'm not anti-Putin. If anything, I was more like fucking, I thought Putin might end this shit. Let's fucking stop this shit. And I already know before you guys start running your mouth about Russia and how we've moved closer and stuff. So is Russia, guys. I mean, like, Putin's not innocent in this either. I mean, the Olympics happen and he like invades Crimea almost like directly after the Olympics when the Olympics were in Russia. I mean, Putin's not innocent, guys. We're not innocent. Yes. He's not innocent either. He could end the war. He don't want to. He wants to return it back to the USSR. China wants the great imperial fucking empire of Asia. Iran wants the great Persian empire. This is in their ideology. This is like in what they believe with their whole core. And so it's like fucked if you do, fucked if you don't. If we do nothing, right, and we do no defensive measures, then yeah, Putin is probably going to try to fucking invade the rest of fucking Europe. If we do nothing with Iran, they're probably going to nuke at least Israel. I mean, how many times they got to say death to fucking the Jews or death to America before you fucking believe them? And China, they're trying to pretend like fucking they're on the side. They're not doing anything. Pay no attention over here. Everybody's distracted over there, but they're preparing, dude. They're literally building islands. And if you do research on China and all their military buildup, I've watched like not documentaries, but like, forget what it's called, but where people like from our military is talking about it. And they show you all the footage and all the facts. It's not a left agenda. It's not a right agenda. I watched it and I was like, fuck, this really fucking sucks, guys. This really fucking sucks. The fuck are we going to do? And then we have all these people that have been let into our country. And dude, look, some of my good friends, like families were from Mexico. I got no problem with people from Mexico, dude. My brother's wife, my oldest brother, his wife is like from Mexico. Like, I got mad fucking, Hispanic love, some of my best friends, like Hispanic. But a lot of other people came over the border besides fucking our Mexican brothers, dude. Like, people that want to harm fucking America, dude. There was just like a shooting in Texas and shit, dude. There's going to be sleeper cells, I bet, activated. And I'm worried about my brothers in arms that are in Iraq and in some of those other countries. I'm real fucking worried about those dudes. Especially if missiles are flying, because that's a little different than IEDs like I had to fucking worry about. Getting fucking blown up. 13 IEDs in fucking less than a month. Fucking ridiculous, dude. What I saw in 1 month period in Iraq along that Iran border from those crazy fucks was more than most guys see in a whole fucking deployment. I got dealt 1 month. I got a whole fucking 15-month deployment in 1 fucking month. And it's fucked, guys. It's a lose-lose situation. There is no good and evil in fucking war or combat. But is there a less of two evils? There has to be. And we have to find a way where we are not evil. We're not the bad guys. We're not just as evil as our enemy. But that, like, it's like we have to fucking do this for the greater good for everybody. And that sucks. It does. It sucks to fucking understand it and be like, fuck, man. Because it is. It's like, fuck, man. We don't have another fucking solution. We do nothing, we're fucked. We do something, we're fucked. Wait for a Pearl Harbor event. And I'm not going to talk about 9/11 and all that. There's truth on it and whatever. I don't fucking know. Like, again, everybody has an agenda and they tell you a one-sided fucking story. And now everybody's been brainwashed where there's like almost no American pride. Everybody thinks America is the evil empire. Maybe we are. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're just made out to be the fucking bad guys. But I believe my conclusion was a harsh reality of if we don't bring the fight to them, they will bring the fight fucking stateside, man. They won't stop. Your enemies won't stop. Name a time in history when there's never been war, when we've lived all in peace and we held hands frolicking through the forest singing Kumbaya fucking ya. Anybody name me a time when we all had peace in the world and we were frolicking in the forest singing Kumbaya? Because last time I checked, that life is a fucking false reality. That has never happened. And if you believe that, you're fucking delusional. And you don't want to wake up to the fucking harsh reality of fucking real truth. People sacrifice and die so you sit your fat ass on that white porcelain toilet. You know what people in Iraq do? They pee in a corner in their fucking house and the shit rolls down the fucking streets. Why? Because that's what war does. There's a reason why a certain book says we're all wolves in sheep's clothing. We're all no fucking different. You don't want freedom? You don't want us to do this? Say goodbye to everything, because bombs would hit stateside, you dumb fucks. Say goodbye to your hot water. Say goodbye to your porcelain toilets. Say goodbye to that white picket fence and your fairy tale fake ass fucking life and the scumbag you truly are inside. Say goodbye to all that shit. I was listening to this dude. He special forces guy. I have a lot of respect for special forces. He's fucking got out. He lives in Oregon now, and he's like, fucking, has this like, oh, it's all mega, it's all this. I'm like, dude, like, there's some truth to what you're saying, but you're missing something. What are you missing, bro? You act like our enemies aren't preparing. You can't be this fucking dumb. There's no way, especially unless you have an agenda, there's no way you're this fucking dumb. You know what his problem is? You know what some of you guys your problem is? You think you got a fucking chance. You think it's not destiny. I used to believe history repeats itself. History repeats itself because we don't learn from our history. But just like I told you in my fucking childhood youth, some people are just evil and they won't fucking stop until they're vaporized off the face of this earth. Because it's in their ideology. Those racist fucking cocksuckers, they believed it with everything they fucking had. And it wasn't until we were going to fucking do a showdown with fucking guns and take these motherfuckers off this planet, then they didn't show up when shit got real. And sometimes that's what you got to do against the fucking bad guys. And it sucks because I don't want people to die. I don't want to kill people. I don't want Americans to fucking die. But I also know there's another reality. One of these cocksuckers are going to bring a nuke in our country one of these days if it's not already here. And some bad shit's going to fucking happen. And if you're walking around with your head up your ass and you're not checking your 5s and 25s, you're a fucking moron. What are 5s and 25s? It means head on a swivel, motherfucker. You're looking 5 meters out, 15, 20 feet out, right? And then you're looking 15 meters out. 30, 50, you're looking at every motherfucker. You're looking at every car. You're looking at every window. You're keeping your head on a swivel in case shit's going to get real. And if you're blessed to be able to conceal carry, then I would suggest you do that. But unfortunately, a lot of you guys probably live in California, full of a bunch of fucking communists that took your gun rights away, and now you can't even fucking defend yourself. If you're blessed to legally be able to do it, I would highly encourage you to have a way to fucking protect yourself and your family. Go get some water, some extra food. Put yourself in a situation where if shit gets bad, you can fucking survive. Because most of you dumb fucks, guess what? If I ask you, what are you going to do if shit gets real? What are you going to say? I'll go rob my neighbor. Think about this. This is the one thing that really impacted me. Researching this and fucking like, fuck, man, like through years. I didn't come to this conclusion in a month or a week or a day because Trump decided to fucking, bomb Iran and shit. Dude, this is years of research and shit, guys. But think about this one thing. Say shit gets bad. We're in perilous times. Riots, fucking civilization shutting down in America. We're hanging on by a thread. I hope you guys know we are hanging on by a fucking thread for this infrastructure thing. And think about a Christian guy or a nice guy or something like that. And think about their family has been without food for like a week. And their daughter, who's like 6 years old, is crying to their dad or their son, 6-year-old kid, telling their dad, like crying their eyes out, saying, "Dad, I'm starving. I'm hungry." And if you have kids, think about if your kid or your son or your daughter is saying, like, begging you, "Dad, feed me." What would you do? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If your kid was starving to death, what would you do? What extremes would you go to feed your child? And how would those tears and that pain seeing it in your child's eyes, how would that impact you? Most of you would go rob from your neighbor to feed your child. Most of you would kill your fucking neighbor to feed your child. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. You're delusional. You're a liar. Most importantly, you're a fucking hypocrite. Same ideology and everything you believe. You're an exact product of the fucking thing you hate. The thing that you say you're not. But if you were put to the test, you would fucking do it. And that's fucking evil. And you're fucking evil. You'll blow how much money at the bar or weed or whatever else. You can't go buy some extra food for your fucking kids if shit gets bad. You can't have an insurance plan in case shit gets bad. I mean, how fucked up of a fucking human being you got to be, man. Most of Americans have that same mentality. I will go rob from my neighbor. Crazy. Absolutely fucking nuts, dude. What the fuck? But that's how most of us are. We are all wolves in sheep's clothing, pretending we are not. Most of us are a product of the exact same thing you fucking hate, and you're guilty of the same shit that you fucking hate. You think you're different because you'll burn American flag or fucking suit with your fucking chest. So many people are fucking liars and fucking hypocrites with fucking agendas. And they're a piece of shit. They're scum of the earth. They're exact product of everything they fucking hate, which is funny to me. It's funny to me we live in this fake ass fucking society with a lot of you motherfuckers that don't give a fuck. So do nothing or do something, have a backup plan. So hopefully you don't have to be that cocksucker. I decided long ago, and I made sacrifices in my life where my kids aren't going to have to starve. I'm not going to have to go rob from my fucking neighbor. I made that decision years ago, long before any of this. And if you haven't done it, you better pull your fucking head out of your ass and figure out a way so you're not that motherfucker. Because the last thing I want to do is have to fucking go steal from my neighbor to feed my fucking kids. And then those that want to steal from me, I pity you on that fucking day, motherfucker. Because you got me twisted with the wrong motherfucker. Again, like I said about that story, I don't fear them. I fear me. I fear what I will do in that moment. Don't make me have to go to that place. Don't make me have to be that fucking guy. But I'm trained to be that guy. Make no mistake. I don't care how many years have passed. I can fucking do it. And I'm more prepared than most of you because I didn't come up with this in one day or 1 week. I've been ready for shit hitting the fan for a while now because I decided I'm not going to let my kids fucking starve, and I don't want to rob my fucking neighbor. Shit hits the fan. What do you think everybody going to do? Grocery stores, water. What do you think I'm going to do? Gasoline. Hopefully there's gas. Gas station. Boom. Out the fucking door. So, look, nobody wants war. Nobody wants like this shit to happen. But the harsh reality is like, we may not have a fucking choice. We may not have a choice, guys. What are you going to do then? And if shit hits the fan, we're all fucked. I'll be honest. Like, there is no, like, even those that may have property and have everything set up, dude, there's no guarantee you're going to make it there or anything else, man. Like, we're all utterly fucked together. And I pray it don't happen. Pray to God it don't fucking happen. But what if a smaller war or something that's not as fucked up prevents the more thing that's really fucked up? And then of that, how fucked up is that? Really fucked up. It's completely and utterly foobar. Fucked beyond what is it? Utter belief or whatever. Recognition. I hope regime change to do it, but I don't know, man. So everything will be all right, bro. Don't worry about it. That's not me, bro. I would say you should worry about it. I would say if you're in that camp, bro, maybe you're not worried about it enough. Maybe you're too fucking got your head too far. Should say it, but wake up, man. Try to be nice. Avocados from Mexico. Yeah. Shout out to James Furpo. We need that regime change. Hopefully it happens. I don't have a good feeling about it. I don't have a good feeling about none of it, man. Iranian people needed that regime change. Ostex on 6th Street literally 2 days ago. How about that shooter? I was Iran border too. Oh shit, 2000. That's when I was 0708. I knew then Iran was helping the enemy. Yeah, dude. We all knew. Like a lot of us did, bro. I mean, like, see, you guys think I'm full of shit? Look at this, dude. Bourbon County Raider, been in the army. I think he said 18 years or something, dude. Shout out to you, bro. He's like, he was in Iraq 2008, 2009 on the Iran border, just like me. And he said, we knew Iran was helping the enemy. Yeah, a lot of it, like, you guys, a lot of us did. We knew they were helping them with the bombs, the training, the money, giving them safe haven. Like, dude, like, you know, like we knew it was fucking them, dude. So the point is, I'm not crazy. I'm not just coming up with this. Others that served and were there, a lot of us fucking knew. You guys may not known. You guys might think the shit being put out is bullshit. We had our boots on the ground. We fucking knew, dude. We had guys fucking dying, dude. Fuck. The fuck more proof you guys fucking need, man. House IEDs, fucking, one of our soldiers fucking burned to death from one of these cocksuckers. If there's one, like, I don't want to go fight against Russia. I don't want to go fight against China. Put me on the ground. If I have to go back, put me through basic training, put me on the ground in fucking Iran. I will fight them motherfuckers. Because just as much as they have an ideology, so do I. And fucking, you're going down, motherfuckers. Raider Critique said, I was actually down in Austin that day. I was nowhere near 6th Street. Pretty good memories on 6th Street. Same from my time at Fort Hood. That's where I was at, man. Fort Hood. 3rd ACR, man. Man, I miss playing shows down there. Ever since the infiltration in California 2020, saw homeless people, now graffiti everywhere. It's not live music, Capitol anymore. They tried to negotiate them with diplomacy. They chose this. U.S. No, we did. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't negotiate with them, dude. I mean, like what brainwashed American thinks that they are willing to fucking negotiate? I'm not saying you, bro, but I'm like, I knew going into it, this negotiating thing would not work, man. They're two-faced fucking liars. I knew they were stringing us along the entire time to replenish their weapons and to put their insurgent cells next to our bases to kill our soldiers. Like, why hasn't nobody, like, that's what pisses me off. Is Trump using us as bait so then we have targets to fucking attack? That pisses me off. Because we had our foot on their throat, dude. We could have taken them fucking out, man. Shit, look what's going on in Minnesota, Deerfield, Michigan, and New York. Now, is it by design? Is the overthrow of destroying America from with the inside and creating division by design? That's my question. Is the infiltrating of this country and trying to make all of us soldiers that served like we're fucking evil and shit when we fucking did good things, dude, and we followed the rules of engagement, is it by design to try to fucking, and why? And then by who? It's not by the United States, I'll tell you fucking that. Only what? Take me, I recall. They added me before they hit the Apple. Yep. Nate, or you already know. You already know. I don't need to say it. More fucking brainwashed motherfuckers. Oregon will do that to people, bro. Unfortunately. I go from respecting one person, I'm like, fuck, man. Fuck me. So, whatever. Everyone reverts their
Animal nature, real quick. Yep, facts, man. It is facts, bro. I was born in the wild, so I would go hunt my food if it gets real bad. Yeah, well, you're better off than most, man. Think about this. Like, we think we're civilized. We live in civilized society. No, we're not. We've just lost our like true instincts or our true fucking, being able to survive. It's the name of the game is always survival of the fittest. Get in where you fit in or don't. Yep, bug out location is real. Delayed on the 9th stream, but I don't agree with Putin wanting to restore pre-Russian U.S.'s geography based on current moves of the past 20 years. Looks more like Novorossiya. I don't know what that is, bro. Novorossiya. I don't agree with it, dude. Like when you have like I thought about that at first too. I'll be honest. I'm like, Russia don't want to do this. But when you have like how much he's had chances to fucking end this war and hasn't, that's one thing. Okay. The other thing is with Putin is like when somebody fantasizes about the USSR that much, it's in their DNA. Like, look at when we did the Olympics in Russia. What did Russia do? It wasn't like about Russia. It was about the USSR greatness. It was about the great Soviet Empire. You think a guy that spends that much time during the pre-game Olympics trying to celebrate the great Soviet Union doesn't want to return Russia to the Soviet Union? I'd say you might want to rethink about that. Because I thought that at first too. But actions speak louder than words. Always remember that. His actions are much different than what you're saying. Otherwise, he could end this war like fucking tomorrow. I'm going to my bunker in the mountains. Hell yeah. I was 582 battalion, 4th PTC, first cab. Nice. First cab. Hell yeah. I don't remember because I know third ACR we said AIA. I don't remember if first cab said that or not. Like I said, we said AIA. But hell yeah. Yeah, I was 2-3 ACR. Our homie AG Raider is in here. He was at Fort Hood and he was in the 3rd ACR too. Of course it is trying to get that foothold. Iran was definitely trying to play the long con for a nuclear weapon. I think about this though. The Israel airstrike took out the head of religion, not just a leader. Oh no, I mean, bro, I'm not saying like I hated that dude, but like nothing. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't, dude. Like you leave him in place, you're fucked. You take him out, he's a martyr, and more heads of the snake are gonna grow off. I'm not delusional on that at all. No, I mean, nothing good gonna come of that, man. Loose access to food, water, electricity, civilization goes out the door. Facts, man. Facts, bro. No, like when shit gets real, that's what a lot of people don't understand. When shit gets real, dude. I mean, like there's 3 things like you can't live without. What is it? Food, water, and really shelter. That's it. Food, water, shelter. People might say fire, but you need like fire is kind of more like either part of food or part of shelter, but really it's food, water, shelter. You can live without everything else. You can live without your phone. You can live without your car. You can live without gasoline. You can't live without food, water, and shelter. All right, yeah. Try to go up here. Let's see if I miss some. Try to get next with Greenland to further secure border some. Nukes don't exist. Jesus. Sounds like my fucking brother, dude. Trying to say nukes don't exist, dude. Said, just join. I don't know what you're talking about. The guys who don't care. UAE, United Arab Emirates. My second stint with 101st. Oh, nice. Now for a total of 8 years now. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, I wish I could have been like 101st. I was going to go Ranger had I stayed in, man. Said I'm definitely on wife 2 for 12 years now. Hopefully it stays that way, bro. Fuck, dude, being in the Army is so rough on the family, man. People have no fucking clue. I got another one too if you want it. I wanted to join the what? Lady boy military. Nice. It's going back, definitely going back to the old way Army. Well, that's good because that's the only way I would fucking go in. And the only thing I'll say, it's sexist or whatever. I'm not being in a foxhole with some chick, dude. No, chicks. If females want to have their own infantry unit, dude, then fucking so be it. But dude shouldn't have to be in a foxhole to get a chick pregnant, worry about her fucking period or her bitching or fucking whatever else, you know. Chicks can't pee in a bottle. Like if you're in a foxhole, you may have to pee in a bottle, dude. But a chick just gonna spray it all over in the foxhole. Like they're so, and the main thing is girls can get pregnant. Even if they wish they had a fucking dick, like chicks can get pregnant and get out of fucking deployments. You guys know how many girls would fucking get pregnant and get out of deployments when we were going to Iraq? All the time, dude. And chicks would get pregnant while in Iraq from other men fucking soldiers. So no, I don't believe and you don't want your wife having to worry that you're in a foxhole with some fucking chick. It should not be a fucking loud. You want to have like women want to be soldiers? Great. They want to be like combat arms? Great. Make them their own dyke fest fucking unit, dude. Oh, that's too hardcore. Well, they wish they had a fucking dick. And it's funny because a lot of these fucking chicks and the dumbass shit they'll say and burn our fucking flag. Like I said, go put them in Iran and see what Iran does to them if they want to burn the fucking Iran flag. And a lot of things where they're like, they believe in and shit, dude. Go be in Iran and with your like little fucking, whatever bullshit. And don't put on your headdress. See what the fuck they do to you. It's funny to me, man. They treat women so fucking terrible, dude. They will beat the shit out of you. You guys think we have it bad? If you're in Iran, you're a woman, you wear your headdress, or fucking the husband gets mad. They just beat the fuck out of you, man. And there's how many fucking dumb fucking bitches in the States that like support this bullshit, man. Those men don't treat their women fucking good. You guys are fucking delusional, man. Bourbon, good people. Known for a few years. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate Bourbon. Never seen you in here, man. Still have your badge. You mailed me critique. 3 tours. Oh, I read that earlier. Used to old Garrett. Levi Garrett. Yeah, I tried to chew to stop smoking, but it fucked my stomach up pretty bad, man. Yeah, thank you, Bourbon, man. Feeling bad for hardcore because he doesn't smoke inside. Yeah. Yep. Well, just gonna try to go back and just got back from Europe. I think that was. Let's see. Iran doesn't me. Russia's still caught up with Ukraine along with North Korea troops as well. So they'd have to give that up in order to come at us. I think there's multiple aspects to all this shit, guys. I really do. It's like, how do you deal with I think each thing is broken down in each segment. It's like, how do you deal with Russia? How do you deal with Iran? How do you deal with fucking China? We can't spread ourselves too thin. We'll be fucked. That's why we need allies to fucking help out in case the shit gets real. Hold on a second. Sorry, still getting over this damn cold. It's like you need the European countries to deal with Russia. You need Israel and maybe you get Saudi Arabia out of the BRICS to deal with fucking Iran. And some of those Middle Eastern countries. Turkey, you can't trust Turkey. I mean, what's going to be the backlash or fallout from all this, man? I kind of mentioned it earlier, but and then maybe the U.S. deals with China. I don't know. We can't deal with them all. I know that. There's no way, That's what I told people back in 2008. I said, if our enemies team up together against us, we're in trouble. People thought I was crazy. Now you got the BRICS nations, man. That's it. That's the other side of the coin.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, UAE. The ones I worry about, maybe Brazil a little bit, but really not as much them. I worry about India, Saudi Arabia. Those are probably the two that I would. It'd be nice if they were on our side. You know what I mean? It'd be nice if they're on our side. But, you know, for me, Iran, and this is what I told that guy that I was telling you guys about earlier. I told him the one to worry about is Iran. And he didn't agree with me either. Because the one country, the one ideology that will use a nuke before anybody else is Iran. And I'm not saying this because the current president or fucking whatever, dude. Like, this ain't about that, dude. Like, I've known about this shit fucking years ago, dude. Like, from my time in Iraq and shit and dealing with these ass clowns, dude. And that they can't be trusted and how they're fucking two-faced and they lie to you and all this shit. And it's in their culture, man. Like, the one country that will hit the trigger if they get a nuke before anybody else is Iran. Therefore, Iran is the biggest threat. Because what happens if Iran nukes fucking Israel? Even if it doesn't kill one American soldier or one American citizen, what happens if Iran sends a nuke to fucking Israel? What do you guys think the backlash is going to be? Anybody? You need to think about that. You need to digest that. If Iran sends the first nuke, what's the course of action from there? Shit gets real, and you've already hit the point of no fucking return. There is no like, oh, we're going to stay in our warm little houses in our basement in America and everything be okay. We'll hide under our school desk. Everything be okay. We're already fucked. There ain't no saving you, bro. So that's why Iran is the biggest threat. Because they're the craziest motherfuckers to start the fucking thing to begin with. And when you have a crazy motherfucker like that, that's the one you got to worry about. It's my opinion, at least. Delete, I assume. Oh, wait. Wife and kids just got a home. I'll see y'all later. All right, appreciate Bourbon Raider, man. Take care of yourself. Watch your 5s and 25s, brother. And thank you for your sacrifice and blessings to you and your family, man. Hopefully I don't have to be back in that fucking shithole with you, man. But appreciate you for being subscribed and tuning in. UK is pussyfooting around all scared because they have mass migration of Muslims. Yeah. And is that by design? And do they have sleeper cells there? You know what I mean? I mean, the Brits, dude, UK used to be like one of our biggest allies, man. They've turned into not what they used to be. And neither have we. Boom. What? U.S. retaliating? Oh, yeah. Durka are crazy for sure. You're talking about like if Iran nukes fucking Israel, it's the end, man. I mean, we're going to like Israel's going to nuke them back. Like as soon as if they can't take down the nuke, Israel hit the nuke button back on Iran. And then it's going to be fucking boom, 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 boom. It's like there's going to be no stopping it. I don't think there's a way to fucking stop it. Once someone is dumb enough to hit the fucking first button of a nuclear weapon, if it's big enough and it fucking kills enough people, which is sad to say, but if enough people, if it's, you know, if it was like it killed like 100 people, it was like a small bomb, maybe we could fucking revert from total fucking, but if it kills like 10,000 plus people or 100,000 people, you better take a deep breath and you better say some prayers because we're all fucked. As Furpo said, remember why they told us hide under the desk of bombs? We're failing in school. Yep, bro. Sure do. That's why I said that. Yep. So I think that's all I want to say. I think I hit on most of my points. Last thing I'll say is this. What's Russia going to do? What's China going to do? Does this irritate them? Look, if Iran is part of the BRICS nations, right? Like I showed you guys, how does Iran being bombed when they're supposed to be allies with Russia and China make Russia and China look? Right? I mean, imagine if the U.S., imagine if one of our NATO allies got bombed and we just sit here and do nothing. How would that make us look? So it don't have to be the big dog, but be prepared. Russia and China, whether it's indirectly, meaning they send like they did in Afghanistan and shit, whether it's weapons and proxy army or something, right? Be prepared for Russia and China to do something. They've been preparing for this, guys. They have. They've been preparing for World War. They don't give a fuck, and they aren't going to hold back, man. They just aren't. I wish I could sit here and tell you. I wish I could be one of those guys. I wish I could tell you, man, you know what, guys? Give me a massage. Everything's be okay, man. It's peace, man. Everything's be okay. You know, you just take this bong load. We'll just sit here and chill, man. We'll eat some Funyuns. Maybe some Doritos. Hot dog with relish. Everything's cool, man. They won't do nothing, dude. They're cool, man. Peace, man. Everything's cool, dude. I used to live that reality. So I pulled my head out of my fucking ass and I realized they don't give a fuck. I suggest you do the same. But you be you, man. Shout out to Rebel said, have a good day, hardcore. If you want to talk, give me a call, brother. I appreciate it, man. This has been one big lead up to something big. Look, if you guys aren't ready, get ready. Go get some extra food. I don't care if it's some big cans of food or fucking soup or whatever. I'm not saying break the bank where you have no money to survive. You need to go buy a couple of, like, you know, some extra shit or a food bucket. Go fill some water jugs. Go do something instead of sitting there with your fucking head up your ass in case shit does get bad. Be proactive, not reactive. Because 90 to 98% of people will be reactive, and you don't want to be one of them people if shit gets bad. And luckily right now things aren't bad, and you got time, and you can plan and prepare, and you can budget depending on how long shit lasts. But this could lead up into something bad. Think about it. What happens if a bunch of U.S. American soldiers start dying in Iraq from these cocksuckers? If they start hitting our bases harder, hopefully we're taking out most of their military equipment. But if they have sleeper cells with bombs that could do big damage like they did when fucking we were deployed, it don't have to be even, or they stick one of these big bombs on a drone. Shit's going to get bad. I'm just waiting. I hope I don't have to go back. But maybe I got to start preparing in case I do. Besides me not wanting to be divorced from my wife, why I don't go back? It's because if shit gets bad, I don't know who's going to take care of my wife and kids. As long as I'm here, I can do what I need to take care of mine. Because if shit gets bad enough and Iran, you know, were to get fucking a nuke, like, dude, hope you guys understand this. Iran moved a lot of that nuclear shit away from their bases. When we did the 12-day war, it wasn't a surprise attack. We told Iran, hey, we're going to bomb you. Hey, here's a week or here's 3 days to do whatever you got to do and get the fuck out of Dodge. We were like, hey, we're going to invade you in a week. Why don't you take all that nuclear shit you got and fucking take it somewhere else? And then we're going to bomb you. And they bring all this shit back and they start doing it again. This is how they are. They're not going to stop. Russia's not going to stop. China's not going to stop. And it sucks because I don't want to live in that fucking reality. But I will if I have to. And like I started this thing out, some people are just evil. It's in their way of thinking. It's their ideology. They will never fucking change, man. Doesn't matter if you believe in them or not. Doesn't matter if you believe in America or not. They are going to do what they're going to fucking do, and they don't give a shit. And you won't stop them. And if they believe it in their extreme ideology, And that was the thing that pissed me off when we were at war in Iraq, is we didn't want to hit the nail on the head that it's an extreme ideology. We're like, oh, we're win the hearts and minds of Iraq. That's what we'll call it. No, that's not what it was about. It's about fucking extreme fucking jihad motherfuckers that want to blow us up and their kids up and their women up to fucking kill us. I mean, let's keep it a buck. So 4:20 Eastern time now. Nice, man. Cali has open carry now. Nice circuit. Made a decision. Get ready just in case. Well, fuck, about fucking time. I mean, holy fucking shit. I mean, did they actually do something right? I mean, can you even carry a gun, or does it have to be some like plastic rubber band thing? I mean, you can only carry a certain amount of rounds in the magazine, right? What about the semi-automatic trigger issue? You know? What, it got to be like a single action, like 22 rifle where you put one bullet in, you have to like cock hammer back and then shoot. I mean, aren't there laws where you can't even have like semi-automatic fucking guns? No, I won't show you mine. Never mind. I was going to show you, but I was like, no, I'll definitely get blacklisted and banned if I show you my fucking pistol. Pretty sure YouTube frowns on that big time. I got more than one. I'll just leave it at that. Doesn't matter what I have. Nobody needs to know what I have. I got enough for whatever. Still got that stupid ass gun roster. I don't even know what that is. I haven't had to buy one of those in a while because yeah, I took care of my shit long ago. I took care of my shit when communist Obama was in office, and I realized we were pushing towards full socialism after I got out of the army. I voted for that, dude. I'm like, and then all these laws got passed. I'm like, what the fuck is all this, dude? They're like, this is socialism. This ain't fucking America. And that's one of the things that woke me up. That, and when Obama said he was going to lock up all the fucking bankers and send them to prison for their corruption, and next thing you know, he gives them billions of fucking dollars. Like, how the fuck does this work? You literally said you're going to lock the motherfucker up, and then you give the bankers billions of dollars. I was almost homeless, pretty much homeless, sleeping on couches during that time because shit was so fucked up in our country after I served. And that's what you fucking do. So, but they're all corrupt. It's not a left-right paradigm. They're all fucked, in my opinion. So, you can only have what Cali approves on roster. That's communism, bro. That's what Europe has fucking done and the UK has done. Dude, that's why in UK there's a bunch of like stabbings. You know how many people get robbed and shit because they can't fucking protect themselves in Europe? Because UK pulled the same communist socialism fucking bullshit, bro. You can't fucking defend yourself. And you have jihadists, like real jihadists in Europe that will fucking like rob, rape, and fucking kill women there, guys. Like I said, you don't have to believe it. It's true. It's the way they fucking are, dude. And I hate to say it, but I'm just being real with you, man. So it's one of the reasons why I'm glad I don't live in fucking California no more. But guess what? A bunch of Californians have moved here. Like I moved here, right? But like, I don't push that shit. Fucking socialism and communism. And now they're pushing the same socialist fucking gun laws in Colorado. The same bullshit that they pushed in fucking California, they're pushing here to pass because now there's a bunch of brainwashed fucking people that hate our country and they don't want us to be able to defend ourselves. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Look at that shooting that just happened in fucking Texas. What did that dude have? A fucking Iranian flag shirt and some fucking shirt that said like Allah Akbar or some fucking dumb shit. Or I do this for Iran, or I do this for Allah, or fucking whatever the fuck. Be prepared for that. Like I said, man, watch your 5s and 25s. Always keep your fucking head on a swivel. Be looking around. You go out with your family, just be fucking, don't be stupid. Be looking over your shoulder, be paying attention, because you don't want to be caught one of those motherfuckers slipping, bro. A ton of Cali people are flooding into Tennessee as well. Look, I don't mind if they move here, but don't push your socialism bullshit. Keep that communist shit over there. We don't fucking need that shit here. I like my gun laws, right? And the same with people, if they move here from other countries, stop trying to make us like fucking China, bro. Stop trying to make us like I fucking ran. Stop trying to make us like Russia. You move here, value our ways, or get the fuck out. That's how I feel about it. I'm talking about Mexico. I think most had a lot of Hispanic friends. I think most people from Mexico have like, an American Mexican pride. Like we're fucking neighbors. I think that's different than someone moving here from China pushing fucking communism on us, you know? And that's what it is, dude. You take away our guns, dude, that's a form of communism and fucking socialism. And that I have a problem with. I'm not saying American capitalism is the greatest thing ever. I'm definitely not for socialism or fucking communism. Like the people that want that are completely out of their fucking goal. Like, look at China, dude. Look at the people and how many rights they have under communism. Look at Russia and how many rights and freedom they have under socialism. I mean, do you need any more fucking examples? You want to be like Iran where women can get fucking killed for not doing this or that? Like, dude, that's them. That's what they believe. You guys want to go away from us having our freedom and our rights and capitalism to then socialism and fucking communism? You guys are out of your fucking minds. Out of your fucking minds. And I would say there's an interior alternative agenda to destroy this country from the inside out. Because if we don't have guns, we can't defend ourselves. Always remember that. If you don't have your fucking Second Amendment right and you can't defend yourself if fucking shit gets bad, look at examples where they did that and tell me how it's fucking working out. Europe, UK, fucking dumb Brits. You know, it's really dumb. The French. The French are the worst. From World War II and how they belly up to fucking Hitler. I mean, to even right now in the French trying to toe the line, like, you know, like someone had said, like, the Brits aren't like having our back. And yeah, they're not. They got 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of thing or whatever. And I expect that to them or from them at this point. Look at the French. The French won't even have our back. And they did that shit during World War II. I've never trusted the French. Didn't trust them fucking when we invaded Iraq. Don't trust them now. Go all the way back to World War II. The French went belly up to fucking Hitler. You know? French got no balls. Fucking Macron. Fuck that dude too. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Prayers to the American lives that have been lost. Past, present, from this war, and in the future, and to the families, the kids that will grow up without fathers, the wives who will grow up without husbands, and the families that will be forever, whose lives will be forever changed in a negative way. So prayers to all those who are currently serving, have served, going to serve, and for you guys to give the ultimate sacrifice. Hardcore Raider out.